Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be a very quick Bitcoin update. I have Sean right here. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Mango Grove, Krisha. It's been a while.
Yes. We literally just arrived back from our vacation, and we did not look at the charts, and we figured, we needed to do some preliminary analysis. And Sean's like, "Hey, why not go ahead and do it with our Mongolians? Let's record this preliminary analysis that we go through." So, Sean, first off, how was your vacation?
It was great. We really ran it for all it was worth. I was sitting for the past couple of days and just realized that, I'm finding myself itching for the charts, looking for trades, always on the Discord, talking to the community. So last night, Krisha and I decided, why not just fly out the next morning, and here we are back. And this is one of the great things of living the trader lifestyle, right? You can run your vacation for as long as you need it. I remember back when I still had my corporate job, you had I had 3 weeks vacation. Those of you in Europe have a bit longer. In Canada, having 3 weeks is actually a huge thing, right? It's considered,
you work
great.
up to it.
And you had to decide, okay, do I want to use my vacation for Christmas, or do I want to use my vacation for summer? And if I want to go and visit my family across the world, then what am I going to do? I got to ask for permission. And if you want to extend your vacation, so much for that. Oh no, so I'm so glad I'm done with that life.
Yep, and now here we are, Sean, trader life, back onto the charts when we want to get back, right? So, guys, like I'd mentioned, we're going to keep this as short as possible. Sean and I are still reeling from his birthday, his whole birthday week. And speaking of the birthday week, by the way, Sean's birthday discount is still on, okay? It's going to be on until, the end of this week. I think that's when I set the expiry for. So, remember, the discount code is Sean2021.
I like how it was supposed to be a 1 week birthday week, and it turned into a 2 week birthday week, and almost turned into a birthday month. That's it. Let's just celebrate the entire month.
Hey, any excuse for a celebration, right?
Indeed.
But now getting on over to the charts, let's see what Bitcoin has been up to. Sean, Bitcoin actually, took that leg down on your birthday. However, I want you to notice, if I just,
Hey. I wanna brag a little bit over here. If you guys do remember the video that we did do, Krish and I
on the couch,
on the couch. We discussed just this, right? How Bitcoin likely on that Monday open, right, the next week, the week right after the video, was going to come down, likely retest the weekly 21 EMA, sweep the lows. We didn't quite do that. We swept one of the lows, right, of this week right over here, right, because this low was really extended. Now it would have been nice if we did come down over there. I was ready to buy that as well, but I did buy right over here. Bought a lot actually, and looking good right now, Krisha. Bitcoin, bouncing off that.
You have some serious bragging rights there, because I don't know how did you know that? Like, because you're pretty much forecasting it into the future, just to know that, okay, the Monday open, we're going to see that sort of move actually play out, price come down, graze that 21 EMA, because it was not just the weekly, Sean, we had the 4-day 21 EMA there as well. So that kind of foresight, bragging rights indeed.
One market experience, because I've been a victim to the opposite, rather expecting the opposite, right?
Right.
Waiting for the weekly open and expecting immediate continuation, and then I see price come down. Two, those of you who are in the Mango program, watch the order flow module, right? This is where you get an understanding of why these kind of things happen, and once you understand why it's happening, right, you begin to say, you know what, I'm going to wait for that move, and I'm going to play in the direction of that move and take advantage of it, as opposed to being a victim of it. And yeah, so the combination of market experience as well as understanding why it's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, good spot on that. Now, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, is this a death sentence right here, like I'd mentioned before? No, I do not think so. I mean, we're still currently living over the weekly 21 EMA, Sean. We're
Yeah,
also
this
over
can't
the
be bearish here.
exactly. We're also over the 4-day 21 EMA. Bitcoin, you guys need to understand, has a lot of buffer room to play with right now because what's the one thing that we've been talking about, Sean? It's like that ebb and flow of price, right? Right now, if we actually get this bounce and this bounce solidifies itself and we manage to take out these highs here, what really happens from there? You got one low right here. Now we suddenly
We have
have
a
a
higher
higher
low.
low that's been set in, and if we take out the highs, we have a higher high, right?
And this was that higher low that you've been talking about for the longest time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You kept saying, hey, weekly, he's yet to put in a higher low, he's yet to put in a higher low, and this could very well be it, right? Now, it's not confirmed just yet, but it's the weekly 21 EMA, and I do want to bring up a few other key levels that I've been talking about for a while now. Let's clear up the charts, clear up your horizontals. The bi-weekly, Krisha, the dynamic, this has been our guide, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, we're above
Boom.
the bi-weekly dynamic. I'm super, super bullish, right? And as long as this is holding, and again, this is another reason why I was so keen to buy that level, because it was weekly 21 EMA, right? We were doing the Monday open, sweep the lows retest of the
Yeah.
weekly 21 EMA as well. Dynamic retest. There was so much lining up where I was like, okay, if you don't buy here, you are just being emotional and you're not playing your rules. You're not being a trader. Like, and how and why am I thinking like that is because I have been victim to my own emotions in the past, and then I watch the bounce. I'm like, why didn't I just buy it? Why was I so scared? Right? Because I've gone through all of that, I can act more rationally today.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm going on this rant is because I want to reinforce that idea to all of you guys who are new. Be patient, right? Make sure you gain that market experience. Don't go all in on your trades. Your job is just to survive. The reason we can make these calls today, the reason we can take advantage of these trades today is because we survived through all of that initial phase where our emotions were getting the better of us.
Yeah.
So your battle, once you figure out the TA, guys, is yourself, right? Once you figure out yourself, you can start battling yourself in the future, but you need to survive before you take yourself out.
Yes, that's great advice. So as far as Mango's leaning is concerned, we are currently leaning more onto the bullish side. For as long as the weekly Bitcoin on the weekly lives over the 4-day 21 EMA,
4-day
okay, the
dynamic,
4-day
right?
dynamic, weekly 21 EMA,
Bi-weekly
there we go.
dynamic.
As long as we're holding all of this criteria, we are still leaning bullish. Okay, it's only once we lose these levels, all right? And the thing is that we're sitting smack on top of it. So you know when you're wrong very, very fast.
Yep.
We lose those levels, that's when I'm saying I'm anticipating a further sort of move to the downside, at which point, Sean, I'll be looking for a flush all the way down to around 36,000 going down to around $31,000. Okay,
Yeah.
at which point, you know what, the bears are in control there. Okay, losing that 21 EMA for the second time, I think historically that has not had the best look as far as Bitcoin on the bullish narrative goes. But watch out for that. We're sitting on top of these levels, and it's just going to be a very simple trade. I think honestly, if you just look at the weekly, Sean, and I look at price, I'm just
By
going
the
to.
way, the weekly buy op too, right?
It's
Literally
exactly.
both the buys, Krisha, right out there. You can see bounced off that weekly buy op on the dynamic too. It was just like you have to buy this.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't need to play out, right? Remember, everything's probability based.
Yeah.
But when you look through all of your indicators, all of your systems, and you'll find that when you find 99 things saying buy and then one thing saying don't buy, this is going to crash, and you allow yourself to be afraid and not buy, you are trading with your emotions. You're trading far too discretionary, not being a rule-based trader. And while you might be right that one time, right, in the long run, you will end up losing money because you're not playing the probability. Your job is not to win every single trade.
Yeah.
Your job is to win enough with enough magnitude over the long run to be successful, over the long run to be consistent, over the long run to put money on the plate, over the long run, roof on your family's head, over the long run. It's the long run, the long run, the long run, guys.
Yeah,
So
and the one word that Sean just hit on right now was that word consistent.
yeah.
Okay, you got to be consistent when playing your system. I also just want to add on one thing, because we're sitting on support, and if you find yourself, in a state of fear, there's a good chance that you're over positioned somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So be very careful. You do not want to get shook out on support. That's like the worst thing. I've fallen victim to that, and it's always hurt
Man,
when I've
that's
seen
so well
those,
said.
when I've seen price actually bounce on me. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? But more often than not, when I found myself in those situations, I have been overpositioned.
Yep.
Okay, so be careful there.
That is such a good point to bring up, Kisha, being overpositioned, and I want to expand on that a little bit. Now, you may not be overpositioned in actual, like, financially, right? Like, the numbers may not really be that big, but mentally you might be overpositioned in that to you, you are not ready as a trader to have that kind of position. And those kind of scenarios are usually when you're looking at your current loss, and let's say you're like a couple of $1,000s in a loss, right? And you're like, damn, I could have bought a flat screen TV over there. And that's just, you can't think like that, man. Like, you can't be looking for $100,000 win and then you're a couple $1,000s in a loss and you're like, oh man, I could have bought a flat screen TV, I'm gonna exit my trade. But that's normal, right? You're thinking like that because you're new as a trader and you have to battle all of those kind of emotions too. And everyone goes through that, right? And if you're feeling that kind of emotion, it's because what Kusha just said, you are over positioned for your mindset, for how new you are as a trader. Now, as you mature as a trader, that kind of thing is going to stop bothering you. And you're going to start being over positioned really, like in terms of your portfolio size, where your portfolio is at risk because your position's too hard.
Yeah.
And over there, guys, if you are in the Mango program, you should never allow yourself to be in that, because if you're following the risk management tool sheet and the risk management rules that we have, I've literally given you guys my strategy, right? And Trader Fraser mentioned that once when he finished the program, he's like, damn, Sean has actually just given it all away.
Yeah.
And because he really understands trading, right? Trader Fraser is a really good trader, and he knows that I've given you guys my entire edge away. I've given you guys my edge because that is everything.
It's
right.
everything.
That's everything. I could literally flip a coin as my trading as my indicator. A literal coin could be my indicator as to
Buy or sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my risk management strategy is literally what gives me my biggest edge. I could out trade people with just that.
Yeah.
With just that. So yeah, like, you guys shouldn't be in that position where you're all positioned anyways. If you're a mature trader, if you're using the rules, and if you are feeling all positioned as a new trader, give it time. Play a low position size, play a low portfolio size until you mature. Sorry for the rants, guys. I think, or rather, we said we're not going to call them rants anymore, right, Kusha?
This is important stuff. Like, this is the stuff I wish I knew when I started off. Like, I would have saved me so much money, life-changing amounts of money. But now, going back onto the chart, Sean, I feel like, just, guys, keep it very simple. 21 EMA on the 4-day, 21 EMA on the weekly. Guys, with the dynamic, you guys have a stronger edge with the dynamic and that tempo going off, plus the upline. Use it to your advantage to not get shook out.
As soon as the weekly or dynamic turned white, by the way, we just stayed up. Oh, I do want to give a quick and massive shout out to Mark. He's beginning to learn the ways, and he was able to call out something really cool on the 3-hour dynamic on Bitcoin. He said the 3-hour might be the time frame to watch on the dynamic this time around, and that was key because the last time we had something like this was on the daily time frame when Bitcoin was sitting. In fact, let's go pull it up right over here when Bitcoin was like this, and look how similar that was. Right, we kept being held down by the daily dynamic, and we were talking about this, Kusha, because we were trading very aggressively right back then during this entire phase, and he learned from that, and he's like, hey, this time around it might be the 3-hour dynamic, and this is pointing towards the fact that things are moving a lot faster because we are now in the middle of the trend, right? We've gone from the monthly structure, because we were on the monthly support over here, right, to a weekly structure now, and now we're looking at the 3-hour dynamic have a very, very similar ebb and flow. Held down. He's like, as soon as we break the 3-hour dynamic, we're likely to have that up thrust. Right, and we did just that. So Good call on that, Mark. Really good call. I want to give you a shout out because that's the kind of thing you need to be looking for as a trader. And over long term, these kind of trades give you that edge because you get to accumulate a lot more.
Yeah. I think in the interim, I think the bulls have the edge here, okay, because of this beautiful uptrend that we're seeing. We could see the next point come in at around $48,000. That's the next region I look for Bitcoin to contest at the very least. We start breaking 48K, then 50K, buckle in.
Yep.
Yeah, keep it simple. Higher time frames is going to be your best friend. And Sean, is there anything else that you want to add to this analysis?
There's so much. There's so much that I have not been able to talk about over these 2 weeks that we've been on vacation. So it's all coming out at once. But hopefully we'll be able to rejuvenate, refresh, and get back onto our daily video schedule ASAP.
Yes.
I missed you guys a lot. Thank you so much, guys, for that massive gift. You guys have no idea how much that meant to me. The kudos vote. Much love to all of you. Again, another shout out to Ollie, and
and also thank you guys for all the wonderful comments you guys left on our duo video when we got on camera. I didn't realize that a lot of you hadn't really seen us. A lot of them don't have a face to so we'll be getting on camera too very soon.
Krisha's Binance video, you guys get to see her pretty face for the entire period. And my older videos too, I used to come on cam a lot. And the entire seed program, I'm on camera too, right?
Yes.
So I also want to give a shout out to Ollie for releasing the Fibonacci series. So guys, check out that on the mangoresearch.co website. It should also be on the Discord channel. Ollie, if you haven't uploaded on the resources section yet, figure out a way to upload it there, or rather link it there. And a shout out to Mark and Maher Shanks for the new Ichimoku filter thingy, the new we'll show it off tomorrow.
We'll show it off tomorrow. It is freaking amazing.
I love it. I freaking love it. I love it so much. But we'll show that off tomorrow on the dashboard. So that is another huge feature update on the dashboard.
Yes.
So guys, with that, trade the mango way, trade the easy way, trade the stress-free way. My name is Sean Dexter.
My name is Krisha.
We'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.
Ciao.
Ciao.